Hello, welcome to another Wigan Walks. We are at the Britannia Bridge. We're on the other side of it where the lock is, obviously, because there's the lock. And here is the canal. Now we're going to walk up the canal, but not for long. I'm going to cut through somewhere where I did a few years ago when I was doing my weekly vlogs. And I went a certain distance and then didn't go any further. So I'm going to just have a nosy and see where that leads. It's nice to see that the canal is quite clear, because it's been a lot contaminated recently, but I mean, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on. After all, it is 1809. To be honest, I think this is the clearest I've seen this water for a considerable length of time. There's some, what looks like algae or something growing underneath, but on the surface, I'm looking straight down here. You can't see because of the reflection, but yeah, you can actually see the bottom of the canal. So here we are at the next lock, which is the first lock properly of the flight, opposite the walkway, and this is where we're going. We're going to go off the canal right away. We're going to go into Les Woods. First bit of nature, a black and red dotted ladybird, or ladybug if you're American. Nearby is a regular dotted ladybird, ladybug if you're American. So as usual, we've got a handy map that's been torched basically, but never mind. We've got a CT that we can, oh no, that's been on fire as well. Never mind, we're going down here. I like the mystery. It's more fun, isn't it, if you don't know what's going to be your destination when you get to the end of the footpath. It's all part of the fun. Someone said that once, I think. So this area is woody, quite dense wood over there, but it doesn't feel like a proper wood. And to be fair, this is as far as I went pretty much. We've got a bridge here. Now I was going to ask what goes over this bridge. Is it a road bridge or not? The answer is not. So this bridge has also got another footpath coming to it, which I assume takes you probably eventually back to the canal, but a bit further up, and that's the one that we came from. But let's have a look at the bridge. So this is a more modern bridge. It's got the steel girders and just brickwork, but it's still active as well, as we've just seen. And it is on a kind of diagonal, but if you go that way, it'll be the bit where it goes over the canal, between the locks, and this way will take us to somewhere more exciting. But the question is, where? Looks like this bridge might have had some kind of different structure, because these holes here are repeated on this side. So it assumes that at some point it might have been an arched bridge, although it's a very short, stubby arch bridge if it is an arch bridge. Or maybe it was just more steel, whereas the roof at the moment is concrete. So, yeah. So we're out the other side, and it looks like an unfinished artwork. It's actually quite good, to be fair. Ow. Just studying some nettles. Ow, 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 ow. Anyway, never been on this footpath from here, so wish me luck. It's 1819. Well, couldn't see it, but we could hear it. That was a train. This footpath leads to someone's garden. I suppose it's handy having this so close to where you live. So it looks like some kind of clearing over there. The bridge we've come through is down there. And it looks like the railway has gone off at a tangent, although I can still see some of the fence through the shrubbery. So we've done a right, so we're now going to do a left. Absolutely no idea where it's going to bring me to. Probably nowhere exciting, but you never know. There's more houses. So it looks like it's just going to bring us out somewhere housey. And there you go. A road, but what road? Where am I? So I come out there and we're near Ince. There's loads of kids down there, so I'm not filming them obviously, but we have come to the end of that footpath. But I'm going to go this way because I'm sure there's another footpath this way. This is quite an impressive building. It says council office on it, 1903, when I think all the councils were kind of separate before they were centralised. But yeah, nice enough looking structure. As regular viewers know, I'm a devout atheist, but I do love churches, and this is an interestingly shaped church. It's got a spire type of thing on the back, and then it's got the front is the side, or the side is the front. I don't know, it's very complicated. I mean, the roof on it is ginormous. I mean, that is ridiculously big. And then look at this window here. Very ornate, circular. And then you've got the little tower thing there as well. From this end as well, it's equally spectacular. What a church. And this is a new bridge that we've been building. Last year, I think it was, the year before. And it's still not very strong. It's got a railway station as well in Ince. It looks like some kind of playing fields that I never knew existed. So we come over the bridge. I think we're not far from the KFC in Ince at the traffic lights. So that shop says Ince Green. So we're not Ince Bar, we're not in Ince, we're not in Little Ince, we're not in Higher Ince, Lower Ince, we're in Ince Green. Right, I've come off the road I was on, come down this little road here because I noticed this gate fence thing, which generally means there's a footpath. I mean, where to? I don't know, but there's only one way to find out. Okay, it looks like a very short walk in between industrial units on that side, and we've got loads of pallets on this side. And there's another gate. One thing I forgot to mention was in the big area where the kids were playing, the other end of it, there was a footpath going through the middle of it. It looked like an old railway kind of cutting thing. And the footpath going through it, and at the end it was all fenced off, you couldn't go through. And I only assume that is because, where are we? Of the houses that we came across being built. Remember I walked down a footpath and ended up having to go back again near Ince Cemetery. So I'm wondering if we hit it from the other side and we're actually currently circumnavigating it. But I appear to be on an industrial estate, but absolutely no idea where this is. Hang on a minute. Is this what used to be Hitchens? Yeah, I think that was Hitchens, and they've got massive concrete blocks, a bit like what they're putting on the motorway to stop people going through on the gates. So yeah, it must be Hitchens because I know it's shut down. So this should bring us out at the entrance near to the railway bridge thing, probably. I don't know, I've never been down here before, on foot or in a car. The Alternative Steel Company. Is it vegan? Right, we're lower down. I recognise that building through the gap there. So we're considerably lower down. We're not far from the KFC. Of course we'd have had to go to the railway line again, which obviously we haven't done. So yeah, weird. So we've come out there Got some roadworks going on, which makes it easier to cross the road here. So we have done, and now we're going to crack on again. This time it is 1840. So the other side of the road is where we came out and we saw the park with the hands, which is just up there. This time I'm going to go this way and see if there's anywhere up here that we can go to that's good. So that path brought me onto an estate. It's like a maze. Can't find my way out. Right, I found more of a main road, which is going uphill, which is where I want to go. So, what's this space? A hole in a fence. So what's behind here? Oh, nothing much. Look at this. I don't know if that's cool or creepy. I haven't quite figured out. But I don't think it goes anywhere. I think it's just... Is this a footpath? Oh! Okay. So it's obviously some kind of old unit. Right, I was not expecting to see anything like this. How amazing. Although, yeah, sadly, doesn't go anywhere. It's just an abandoned, rather cool yard. Now I know it's not the ancient engineering I normally look for, but it's still interesting. But sadly, a dead end. So it's 1852. What else lies underneath all this stuff? Anyway, no doubt there'll be houses here next time I come. Right, have we got a footpath here? There's another kind of yard thing there, but that one's obviously being used at the minute. So we were in there a minute ago. Oh, is that something else? It's like a Land Rover. Just left to rot. Right, so we've got a path. I know where I am. This is the path. It's the Whelley Loop Line, isn't it? We keep going along here. We end up at the Pelican Crossing with all the sculpture things, and then you go through that. Is it Amber's Wood? Something like that, which is nice. But if you go this way, where does it take you? It takes you back to the canal, doesn't it? Eventually. So yeah, so I've walked past this bit and not done anything about it, not even thought about it. So yeah, we're going to go back this way, because it'll basically take us to where we started at 1855. We didn't start at 1855, it's 1855 now. Also remember that this is the bit that will bring us out where the kids rode past on the motorbikes, the electric motorbikes, when you drop down, cross that road, which I don't know where it is, and then go back on to the Whelley Loop Line. So yeah, and I've just walked through Spider's Web. Where are spiders everywhere? It is weird how all these things link together, but then it's kind of not, because the Whelley Loop Line basically circles the whole of Ince and Whelley, ergo Whelley Loop Line. Oh, I'll shut up now. When I was figuring out where I was going to go tonight, I kind of thought that I'd end up round Scotsman's Flash. But I didn't expect to go this way. I thought I'd end up coming down the Lee Spur and all that kind of thing. But here we are. This is where I assume there used to be a bridge, because it drops down dramatically and then goes up the other side of this road, which now I know roughly where that estate is. I think that this road might be one I was on for, I don't know, no, it's not actually, thinking about it. So I've no idea where this road is. Anyway, shall we crack on? So we're on the other side now. No kids on bikes. Oh, cost cutters shut. That's weird, because it's still early. It's 19:01. Can't see anywhere where the bridge was. They've totally levelled it. Well, they've gone the other way actually. They've more than levelled it. They've dug it out. We've got a bin here. Oh, and we've got another sign thing there. So do we go that way? Do we go this way? Stuff it, let's go this way. Once again, the signage is superb, so it's very helpful. Know exactly where I am. We're on a very, very narrow path. I assume at some point this will bring us back at the canal as well. Just a little bit higher up, though I don't know for definite. It is very woody. That's a good thing. Don't know how long for though. Whoops. Right, so we've come along and I've come to a quite a busy junction with a family with a few kids. So I've walked past that and I've turned left. And I'm now heading God knows where. So this area is uneven. It's a hill though. What's up the hill? What the hell's that? Anyway, let's see what's up the hill. Kids are screaming and shouting in the distance, as kids do. I've had to wait for the family to go behind the tree. You might hear them though. But just look at this. Again, how? We're not even at the top. More of this rock stuff. That nettle sting is absolutely wrecking. Let's go up here. So this drops down dramatically to the loop line. I mean, this is not natural. This is like slag. So was this like a steelworks or something similar? So I know there were a lot of steelworks dotted around. Obviously with the Whelley Loop Line nearby, they'll be able to drop the coal off to fire up the furnaces, etc. Anyway, we're still going up. There's about this for a view. Again, a little bit further on. Again, and look where we are. We're above the canal. And, helpfully, there's a sign here. I do love a good sign. It's been tagged, which means you can't see a damn thing. But yeah, it's basically telling you no doubt what you can see and how far you can see. And I'll be honest with you, you can see for miles. It is a clear day, thankfully. Slightly windy, but a clear day. Apart from when they hit the sun, everything will blur out. But yeah, this is stunning. All I've got now is I've got to get down here. I'll be honest, don't like the look of that. Right, I've started coming down the hill and I found more of these things, and they're all circular, which means they've been in something circular when they were melted, which means that they are definitely a relic from the industry that was around here. Now, no doubt already someone will have commented in the comments to exactly where I am and exactly what these circular black lumps of, well, ash, rock, don't even know what it is. Anyway, I've still got to get down yet. Well, I'm halfway down. It's obviously used by cyclists. I don't think this side, but certainly the other side you can see it's quite smooth, like a bobsleigh run, but for bikes. So I'm holding that flat, and that's how far I've come. And we're now pretty much at the level of the canal. So that's where I've come down from. You can't even see there's anything there, can you? It's amazing. That you just can't see there's a view there. And that's probably the way that most people go, or they keep on the canal. I'm not sure what lock we're at, but we are definitely mid-flight. You can see one behind me, one I'm stood next to, and one in front of me as well. So here we are on the other side. Now if I walk backwards a bit, we should see that it levels off with the other side. So this would be roughly where the bridge started on the Whelley Loop Line on this side, so that people would be able to walk underneath it if they were on the canal. So yeah, we're on the Whelley Loop Line again, and it is 1921. The time, not the year. We got these plants, which I think are amazing. I mean, the engineering that's gone into them is very special indeed, and we can prove it by showing you this. See that? See how all the pollen on its back then? Because if you look inside one of these, you can see they've got a thing hanging down, and that rubs on the back of the insect and puts pollen on there, and then when the insect goes to the next flower or the next plant, it goes in and it is taken off and it pollinates the flower. Gosh, nature on a Wigan walk, what is occurring? You can see clearly there the bit that deposits the pollen, and you'll see clearly now when it comes out, the back of it, it's got all the pollen on it, so it pollinates as it comes in and out. We've got another one there doing exactly the same thing, and it's also got pollen on its back when it comes out. It's having a lovely time in there. There you go. I can see perfectly it's posing there. Off it goes. Was it half an hour ago? I was in a... Well, I was looking and admiring rotting plant hire equipment. And now I've been doing a bit of nature watching. Think about these walks, think about Wigan as well. You never know what you're going to find on these walks. I mean, if you've watched the early ones, you've seen that I've seen deer and eel on the same video, actually, to be fair. Loads of squirrels. I mean, that is a given these days. And lots of other, obviously, ducks and geese and ducklings and goslings and whatnot. So, yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. I mean, who else has this on the doorstep? Okay, 100 years ago it would not look or sound like this, but it does now. Right, so we're on the Whelley Loop Line. That's a continuation of the Whelley Loop Line. Then we got this spur going off, so I'm going to have a wander up here because I don't think I've been up here yet. And the last wander off the Whelley Loop Line, well, we saw those fantastic views, didn't we? So we'll see what we find up here. It's 1927. The first thing I find is a complete, like a field of these flowers. Oh, and it just looks like we end up in some kind of estate, car parky thing. It's a bit boring, isn't it? Yep, that's where we're ending up, so it's a no from me. Thankfully, we didn't walk too far. Right, back on, but that one takes you obviously to another housing estate, which I'm not overly interested in. So we'll keep on going on this way. We will end up at tiny Tesco. I've seen quite a few people on this walk, but not since I come on this side of the canal for the Whelley Loop Line. I've not seen a single soul, no bike riders, no joggers, dog walkers, no kids in gangs, nothing. It's just how I like it. Since I said that, I've seen, that was about a minute ago, a lady walking, a dog being walked by its owner, and a man filling a cage to make a wall of dry stone. So, dull. I've got some walks in mind that do not revolve around this part of Wigan. The areas of Wigan I've not been to yet, for example, Bryn, Ashton, and all points in between, Lee as well, obviously. Well, I've nearly been to Lee. So they will be coming up probably on a Sunday, because I finish work earlier on a Sunday, so it gives me more chance to get out, and I can be out for longer as well and do longer walks. He said, having done this one for God knows how long. So we're here on the Whelley Loop Line, and the bridge there is the bridge where Tiny Tesco is and the speed camera, etc. Look at this retaining wall. Just goes on and on and on until we get to the bridge. And then on this side, kind of stops straight away. So we come out the bridge, short walk, and then we get the split. The Whelley Loop Line continues, but we're going to drop down to the left. There's many things I love about this place, but the fact you can pretty much walk around Wigan, or certainly massive parts of Wigan, without actually walking on a road, except for maybe crossing one or two, is spectacular. Love it. So I've just come off the Whelley Loop Line, and I know I've shown this before, I'm sure I have, I must have done at some point, but I just love it when there's just some random piece to show what this used to be, i.e. a railway line with all the cables and everything needed for signals, etc. And yeah, just left there, just abandoned. Because we saw the yellow post on the one when I was going up from Red Rock in a previous walk. Anyway, we're now going to go down this way. So it's 1940. What's the point of this? You put one of them things in so that things can't get through that shouldn't be able to get through, but then left a massive gap on this side. It's mad. Anyway, we're going to go down. We're not going to go down the Whelley Loop Line. We've done that enough. We're going to go down into the Plantation woods, and then we're going to go up towards Whelley itself and the River Douglas. Now this is incredibly steep, so I can't imagine this was ever used as a railway line, or if it was, it'd certainly be one way. The Whelley Loop Line now is all the way up there, where you see the light green line of foliage. Last time I was here, no, not last time, first time I was here doing a Wigan Walk, it was the pilot. I wanted to make a joke about this bridge. I think it was something to do with beavers or something, I don't know. But the problem was, I don't like filming when there's people around. And there was a family coming up with lots of toddlers, and slightly older toddlers than toddlers. And I thought, well, let them go, and then I will do my joke, which I can't remember. The problem was, they decided that this was a good place to just sit and have pictures taken. So they're all having pictures taken and everything. And I'm stood over there. And then I realised after about 5 minutes I just looked like some creepy pervert. So I just carried on. I think I may have made the joke a bit later on, but yeah, not my proudest moment. So again, we get the split at 1944, and we're going to go left. Considering the amount of rain we've had recently, it's not exactly what you call fast flowing, is it? So we're now on the main road footpath into Plantation. Looks like people have used that as a stunt ride thing. Wonder how many have ended up in there though. Probably not enough. So over there is the bridge over the River Duggy. We've come from that way. What we're going to do is we're going to go up this way, which will take us back towards Whelley, but we're going to go and follow the River Duggy. This isn't the River Duggy, this is like a feeder for the River Duggy, which we were filming earlier on, or I was filming earlier on. So yeah, we're going to go up here now. It's 1950. Blah blah blah. Alright, okay, we'll go this way. This is where I was going to go anyway, so it's alright. Quite a long way that way is the hospital and the main road. That way is Whelley, and this way is peace and quiet. Every now and then there seems to be these weird little gap things. That's probably not the most obvious one, but that seems to just disappear down there, and I'm like, yeah, not going that way. So that's where I've just come from. There's a flight of stairs that will take you up to Whelley, and we've got to follow the arrow apparently. So here we are, back at the dam. Interesting to see this when it's actually is flooded at some point, but there's no sign of that happening at the moment, which is not a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It's 1955. Oh, we're still following the arrows. That was a good thing or a bad thing, but it did say it had a curve on it, didn't it? So what it meant was, go down here. Well, I was going to go down here anyway. Oh, there you go. Another arrow. Now, when I was a kid, I lived on in an area not unlike Coronation Street, except there were rows and rows of terraced houses. And we used to play, I don't know what the game was called now, but you'd let a group of kids run off with the chalk, and they would draw arrows, and you had to follow them and cross off the arrows with your chalk to prove that you'd actually seen the arrows. And you had to try and catch them up. And initially it was dead easy because there was only like one lot of arrows. But we've been playing it for a couple of days and it not rained or anything. Oh, no one had donkey stoned the pavement because it was all flags back then. Yeah, it got impossible because there was only so many different arrows we could come up with. There was only about 6 or 7 at the time. But yeah, it was a great game. And I feel like I'm playing it again now. It's taking me back to my childhood. Got another arrow here, which leads us to another arrow, which leads us to another arrow. I mean, how many arrows do you need to know that you just go straight on? Right, I thought this was a footpath. It's not, it's a dead end. So let's keep on the footpath, shall we? Mind you, no arrow. Nah, you see. It's quite muddy here. But look, another arrow. So we're going the right way again. Oh, should not have tried to do a detour. Now, I don't know for definite because I've not seen these arrows before. I've certainly not noticed them before, but I would imagine the arrows are going to point over the footbridge ahead and then go back that way. Because I can only assume it's a circuit for training. It could be like a kids club or adults. I assume because they've got arrows, it's for younger people. So maybe it is like circuit training, but circuit training with a view, a nice view. It doesn't include Tesco, which is up there. Right, here we go. Oh, okay, I was right about going over the bridge, but I was wrong about direction. Now, personally, I'd have stayed on the other side of the bridge. But yeah, this is the road that takes you down to the traffic lights at the entrance to Tesco and Skulls. Right, I thought there'd be arrows here, but I can't see any arrows. So maybe this is where it starts, and therefore it's where it finishes. That would make sense. Earlier on, we were looking at these being pollinated, and they turn into pods, and if you touch the pods or squeeze the pods, they explode. Touch the pods, they explode and release the seeds, which is great if that's what you want to do. I suppose you do if you're a plant. Well, that was a good one. So anyway, I digress. Shall we crack on again? Okay, we're not cracking on 4, I'll be honest with you. Wow, violent. Yeah, it's a genius, isn't it? Because it sends the seeds quite a way away from the main plants, which, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Getting your seeds to travel as far as possible, and therefore your youngsters will not end up basically killing you. Although I think the plants die anyway. It's a sad story. There's no arrow here. There's a pigeon having a wash. Have a good night. This is the bridge that you use when you come in and out of Tesco using a vehicle. And sometimes there are people down here enjoying whatever it is they enjoy. You can see the mural I mean, why it's painted underneath a bridge that very few people walk under is beyond me, but anyway, there it is. Well, that caught me out. So the arrows are back. What the heck is this about? So maybe it's not for kids then, because you wouldn't send kids onto a main road, would you? Well, I've crossed over the road through the traffic lights and there's no sign of any more arrows, so I guess that is the end of it, or not. Still no arrows. I'm going this way anyway, although it's a bit more overgrown than it used to be. So back going along the River Duggy, and we're now in Skulls, and this will take us back to, well, nearly the start. So coming out the side of Wigan Little Theatre, Grand Arcade on the other side. Now it's in Wonderland, 12th to 14th of September. So here we are, Skulls Village. We've still not walked on a road for a considerable length of time, although we will have to do very shortly indeed. We've come up to Rivergate, we've turned Rivers Way, we've turned round, we've come down here, and we've got the Premier Inn. Go past the Premier Inn, go round the corner, past the courts, turn right at the next set of traffic lights, and it will take you back to Britannia Bridge, which is where we started. So it's 2019. So thank you for watching, if indeed you still are. We'll see you again next time for the next Wigan Walks. Don't forget to check out Wigan Watch as well. Lots of stuff going on there. Until next time, goodbye.